Meet Tucker Turtle. This book shows you how to help regulate your emotions by tucking into your shell, taking deep breaths, and thinking about how to solve a problem like Tucker Turtle. The first resource we have is this printable that you'll also see a link to underneath this video. You can print this out at home if you have a printer. Cut out the pieces and then we'll show you how to use those. But if you don't have a printer, no worries. You can just use a paper and put it over your computer screen to trace the design. This is actually just some junk mail that we got, and even if I put that on backwards, I can see my shapes, trace them on there, and then I'll be able to cut them out after I've got them traced. You can just freehand designs onto a paper as well. I'm using green here that I can just cut out, or you can do it on plain white paper. Then when you're all done with your picture, you can color it any color you want. Turtles don't have to be green. Here's the ones I did on the white paper. I decided to color them like a rainbow. Those are the ones I'm going to use today, so I'm going to get busy cutting those out. Now that I've got my pieces come out, it's time to find Tucker's body. Often when we do this activity, we use a paper plate and we color the side to make it look like a turtle shell, or just color it green or any color you want. However, some of you might not have paper plates at home. Again, not to worry. You can use a simple plastic lid to be Tucker's shell, like this one from this old cottage cheese container. You can also use something like an old pizza box. Simply turn it around, draw some circles on there to cut out, or you can just do it on a regular piece of paper. Now that I've colored my shell to match my rainbow pattern, I'm ready to get busy cutting it out. This time, I decided to fold my paper in half. So when I cut out this circle, I'll have two circles for a top and a bottom shell. You don't have to use a top and bottom shell, but I'll show you some other choices you'll have if you choose to do both. Now that I've cut out my shell, and because had it folded, have two circles that are the same size, I'm ready to start putting my turtle together. I can use tape to put it together. I've got some masking tape and some clear tape here, some Scotch tape. We've got some glue if I want to glue it together, knowing that I'll have to wait a while for that to dry. Or I've got a stapler. I can use that to put it together too. For this leg, I'm going to use some glue. Just going to put a little glue here on the bottom of the leg, and then I can lift the turtle on top of it. Push it down. I'll need to wait a while for that to dry. I'm doing the same thing with the masking tape. I've got a piece of masking tape off, putting it on the top of the back side of the leg, so when I flip it over, I see the color. Then I can lift my turtle on, line it up how I want it, and press it down on there. Now I've got all four legs on my turtle. I'm going to show you something special you can do with the head and the tail if you decided to do a top and a bottom. I don't have any tongue depressors or popsicle sticks at home, so I'm thinking I could substitute with a ruler or a pencil or even a stick from outside. I just need to find one that's fairly smooth and fairly straight. I need my stick to be able to reach all the way across my turtle. And the pencil's a little bit long, so I think I might cut this stick down to make it just a little bit bigger than my circle. Now that my stick is a more manageable size, I'm going to tape, staple, or glue his head on one side and his tail back here on the other side. Now I've got my head and my tail taped on. You can't see the stick sticking out here. I can set this on the back part of my turtle. Then I'm going to glue or staple the body of the turtle on top. So I decided that I was going to staple these all the way around. I left this part here by the tail open, and I left this part up here by the head open as well. That's so I can hold onto my stick and make my turtle tuck into a shell, and when he's taken his deep breaths, he can come back out to play. Now I'll show you some other ideas of how you can make your turtles. Miss Fran traced her turtle on her computer, cut out the pieces and colored them, and used a piece of cardboard that she cut into a circle for the shell. She then used pipe cleaners and matched the colors inside to add some varying texture to her tucker turtle. Miss Veronica used 2 plastic lids from KFC takeout and some green paper that she shredded. Then she used a glue stick to glue the green shredded paper on top, and they actually just used a ripping method to make the 4 legs for the turtle and the head, and colored on some eyes and a mouth. Miss Erica's son and niece made these turtles. They printed them out on their black and white printer, cut out the pieces, and then used some paper for the shells that they then colored with crayons. Miss Deb printed off the turtle, cut out the pieces, and used some cardboard to make a top and bottom shell. She then collected some rocks from outside to create the spiral design that she glued on the back. You can join the Early Childhood Council on Facebook to check out our post, all the links, and to post your own photos of the tucker turtles that you make.